It is Monday afternoon and I've come to do an interview, as in they're interviewing me about life as a freelancer. I know it's normally me interviewing other people. This is with a freelancer magazine / platform called Underpinned. Last month, Dave Smythe, who runs Work Notes, and I went to their launch party, and they're a thoroughly nice bunch of people. I'm back, slightly less drunk this time. In amongst lots of work this week, recording lots of podcasts, both being freelance and doing it for the kids, and appearing on the Motion Hatch podcast, myself and Frankie talking about freelance and parenting stuff, and then on the All Good Copy podcast with Glenn. So it's 20 to 9. I was meant to start recording a podcast at home at 8:30, and our son was still awake. I record just downstairs from where he is, so instead come into the co-work space.
I always leave a buffer. There's a lot to unpack there.
Sunday, it's a bank holiday weekend though, so tomorrow is the bank holiday Monday, which means that my wife will be off work and we're going to have a family day. But honestly, I can't afford to lose that day's work. So I've come in on a Sunday to do Monday's work, and I'm the only one here. But actually, I'm quite looking forward to it. Well, there you go, it's 10 to 5. An almost full day's work. Made great progress on scripts that I was writing. Wanted to mention a few places where I've had new work come in recently, or inquiries. One was somebody who has been following me online for a while, and we've interacted on Instagram and the likes. Another company got in touch, and I'd met them through Meetups locally. But the biggest surprise of all came through a blog post that I wrote in 2016. And this lady at a company had obviously been Googling my blog post, had cropped up, and she got in touch because she'd read it, and she'd then checked me out and liked what she saw. Which is crazy, because it got to the point where I removed my articles about video marketing and stuff from my website because I wasn't updating them, and I thought maybe not refreshing my content made it look like I wasn't bothered. So it's all hidden. Yet she found the hidden content and got in touch. Starting the week, no email turned on, just cracking away mixing videos. I've got 12 videos I need to mix by Friday for a client in New York, but I'm going to be out of the office Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. So we've actually been prepping for this, getting ahead of time. The animator doing their bits, the video editor doing their bits, and then me mixing the two together. And yeah, very glad to say we're probably going to deliver them all early, but managed to take time out to go and have lunch in the sunshine because it's beautiful. And now I have left early to try and squeeze in a bit of time at the gym because, as I say, I'm not really going to be around for much of this week. So it's 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Before I get the kids ready, see, I've not even done my hair. What do you mean you couldn't tell any difference? Before I get the kids ready and all of that, it's, you know, this early they quite like being screen zombies. So I'm gonna go and record some voiceovers, and then I just need to mix a couple of bits out, and then I really need to get to school on time so that I don't miss my train into London. It's absolutely crucial to take the correct action. Voiceover I recorded this morning, I edited on the train. I just need to sync it using my phone to my Dropbox now. And as well as discussing work and life with Frankie, we're being filmed for some extra shots for that Underpinned video I mentioned, and getting some shots outside of me pretending to vlog as well. It's Wednesday, and despite meeting up in person yesterday, Frankie and I ran out of time to record the podcast because we were doing that extra filming. So we jumped on first thing at 9:15 this morning. I just thought I would say that these days we record using Zoom. We record the video, and in your preferences you can choose it to separate out the audio. That's not set as the default, you have to choose it to. So we use Zoom as our backup, but we also then use the video to take grabs to put on like Twitter or Instagram. It's quite good as a visual for sharing on social. It also means that we tend to talk over each other less because we can see each other and engage when we're going to talk. But the main audio we still record at our end on our actual computer. So that should be the audio you hear. But actually last week, my audio failed to record properly and we had to use the backup. So yeah, it's working well. Right, I'm going to make a coffee, leave that saving out, and then I need to go pack because I'm off to Freelance Heroes Day. So yeah, podcast recording in the morning and then editing on the train, which I then finished off and shared with Frankie while sitting in the sun outside the pub, wonderful drinks with awesome freelancers, just like they are online. And it's amazing how quickly it all clicks in person.
Get set. Go!
Really good day of talks and talking. Before we left, we had a beer. Well, cheers, guys! What a really natural. And then we did a pre-recorded lap of honour en masse for the next day's non-employee of the week awards. If you're freelance, you really should join the community if you've not already, so that you can watch it. And got back to find the Underpinned video has gone live already, so I'll put a link to that below. I'm Steve Folland. I'm a video and audio freelancer based in Hertfordshire, just north of London. Freelance communities are like vital because you can feel so isolated working for yourself and like being by yourself. And suddenly there's these people, be it on Twitter or Facebook, and maybe you're meeting them in real life as well, who you can ask questions from, get support from, celebrate the wins with as well. It really can make a difference to your business, but also to your mental health, I think, having a community around you. And it's funny, I remember coming away from that event last year saying, I've found my people. But a year later, it's better than that. Because now I feel like I've not just found them, but I've got to know them too.